Welcome to Module 6. My name is Mark DeMoss, the founder and creator of L.S.I Investigation, and I am enjoying taking you through and setting you up for this incredible process of forensic discovery and in answering the question, who are you? Module 6, you should have already read Chapter 6 and then Chapter 7, that is potential evidence, when we talk about potential and we talk about what real evidence is. And then we also talk about the L.S.I forensic formula. The forensic formula is very important for you to understand because it outlines what we're trying to do in this class. The very first part of the forensic formula is simply this, that design determines purpose, and that's what forensic evidence is. That's what this class is about. It's helping you determine what your purpose is in life. When we talk about design, we talk about your DNA, those things that you're endowed with. Instead of using the word crime, we use design. It's a good, it sounds pretty good. It sounds very similar. But your design is the composite, is the collection of your physical and emotional and social and spiritual and intellectual. All those parts combined form your design. And so when you look at your design and you gather the strengths in each one of those areas, that forms your unique design. And that design determines what you can do best in life, and that's what we're trying to do. This chapter, we give you a great little story. It's called The Animal Story, which hopefully you've read by now, and you've probably had a few good chuckles, and you've begun to look at some of the analogies to life that little story brings out. It's a great analogy of life. Talked about sincere people, sincere animals who want to do the best in life and want the best for their children. But ultimately it didn't work because it wasn't focused on the discovery of strength. What it was focused on was really trying to fix the deficits and trying to get everyone to be average and everyone to be good at at everything, and that just doesn't work. We're all good at something. And that's what we're supposed to find in life. So design determines purpose. Purpose creates passion. That is, when I understand what my strengths are and I start using them, the use of my unique capacities and strengths in life, the use of my design creates passion. That is the positive emotion, the positive connection, the happiness, the joy, the sense of satisfaction. You don't look and you don't search for passion in life. You look for purpose, you seek purpose, and you use what it is that your purpose tells you to do. That generates positive emotional passion. And then thirdly, that passion fuels performance. If you want to be good at something on a regular basis, you want to turn up at work, you'll turn up at work when you're doing the things that you're best able to do in life, when you're living your strengths. You don't stay away from work, and even when you're sick, you want to be at work. It makes for great performance. If you're a corporate leader, if you're a coach, if you're a teacher, you want to see the kids that do best in life return their work. They're doing the things that they do best in life. It generates great performance. You have a number of exercises there, and we have a word that needs you to really understand and get in your mind, and that is the word stipulate. It's a legal term, a forensic term. The word stipulate simply means that everyone agrees. You don't have to argue about the evidence. Everyone knows it's reality. It's prima facie to your life. Nobody can argue with it. And so when we look at the animal story, we ask simple questions. Well, what is stipulated to a duck? A duck swims. We know that's what a duck does. What does a rabbit do? It's stipulated that a rabbit runs. What do we know about an eagle? An eagle flies and soars. It's stipulated. Nobody questions that. So one of the questions you asked is, what is stipulated about your life in terms of your strengths? What is it nobody can argue with? And you're asked to list that. And then we ask you to talk about and analyze your life from a number of different perspectives from the 4 different animals that are talked about in the animal story. And these are important because they help you understand when you're not living your strength. One of the questions is, where do you have sore feet in your life, just like the duck? What causes you sore feet or just constant aggravation in your life? The next question, when we talked about the rabbit, are you on the verge of a nervous breakdown? That is, what causes you emotional anguish or anxiety when you're required to perform it? Just like the rabbit. Rabbits are not supposed to swim. Rabbits are not supposed to climb trees. These are not things rabbits do. Rabbits run. When rabbits run, they run with a passion. When rabbits run, you want to see a great runner performing well every day, run, rabbit, run. And so there are a couple of other questions that we ask you to answer and we ask you to reflect on. But again, what I really want you to do is you've read through this animal story and you've read the 2 chapters on potential and you've read this chapter on the L.S.I investigation formula, is journal carefully and reflectively, and take your time to work through this. This is not something you want to run through. This is something you really want to digest and something you really want to understand and be able to reflect and look around you. Look at your kids' schools. Look at your corporation. I talk to people in corporations every single day of my life. I sit at Starbucks and talk to people, talk to students in university, and they talk about all those things that they're required to do that they are just not good at and know they'll never be anything more than average at. And they spend their time and their life and their effort trying to become better at something they'll never be more than average at. Know what it is you're made to do. If you're a rabbit, run. If you're a duck, swim. If you're an eagle, soar. Take time to work through this chapter. It's so important, and it's a great story to life.